Boogie Ellis has been one of the most poised and entertaining players in all of college basketball, and he's had a clear vision since a kid on one day playing in the NBA, and he's really sacrificed every single step of the way to make his dreams come true. Now, he has been through his struggles along the way, and a lot of people did write him off, but that's truly only made him even hungrier. He just kept working and sharpening up his craft. This is the Boogie Ellis story. Boogie Ellis was born on December 12, 2000 in San Diego, California. Ellis started playing basketball at the age of 5 years old, and he never was the most athletic. He was a player who relied mostly on his skill and worked every single day to put up hundreds of shots and worked on numerous moves because he was just so eager to be great, which resulted in him always staying in the gym. Now, that hunger and drive came from the people around him, like his dad and his older brother, along with his grandpa. His family made a special effort to push Ellis to his limits, and by high school, he had already ingrained in his mind to let go all of his distractions. He even stated, quote unquote, "My whole high school career, I didn't go out that much. I was missing a lot of stuff. Throughout high school and middle school, I had to sacrifice. I will continue to sacrifice to get to where I want to be." In his freshman year, he went to Mission Bay High School in San Diego, and initially he proved that he could play on varsity, but the coaches played it safe and thought that letting Boogie play junior varsity would be the best move to make. But after he dropped 60 points, the coaches quickly moved him up into varsity. Boogie simply took it as disrespect, and from that day on, he was more glued to the gym. It brought him the most motivation when people counted him out, or when his name wasn't being brought up when it came to the best players around the area. Now, it was a process and a big learning curve for him, because during the remaining of his freshman season, he only averaged 7 points a game. But as he grew to 6'2" by his junior season, he upped his average all the way up into 24 points a game. But he also dished out 6 assists and snagged 6 rebounds a contest. But he wasn't finished that season. He went on to lead his team to an Open Division CIF title, and that astonishing year earned him San Diego Section Player of the Year. But even with all of that, he was still quite under the radar. In 2018, Boogie decided to join the Elite Youth Basketball League. And so after he joined the Oakland Soldiers, he was putting up 17 points while shooting 46% from deep in front of some of the best college coaches around. Each and every game he played that summer, he would slowly start making a name for himself. That was the summer where his hard work definitely paid off, and he was now a 5-star recruit. And the offers would start pouring in from schools like Duke, North Carolina, and Gonzaga. In November of 2018, he made the ultimate decision to commit to Duke University, and it was looking like he would be a plug-and-play player. But things would change, because later on, Boogie Ellis requested to be released of his letter of intent to play basketball at Duke University. On April 8, 2019, point guard Trey Jones made the announcement that he would be returning to Duke for his sophomore season, and Ellis knew that he would probably have to beat him out of his position. To add on to that, 4-star recruit Cassius Stanley was going to be joining him in the backcourt, and so after opening back up his recruitment, he would actually drop from a 5-star recruit to a 4-star recruit. On May 19, 2019, he decided to sign with Memphis University to play alongside James Wiseman. As a freshman, Boogie did struggle a bit and had his share of bad stretches. He had 4 games where he went scoreless, and out of the 31 games he played in, he started in 27 of them. He finished that season averaging 8 points, 1 assist, and 3 rebounds. He only shot 33% from the field, and he shot 32% from 3. Each game he would try to put things together. He did have 2 games where he scored over 20 points, but truthfully, it was just a rough go-around. And by now, head coach Penny Hardaway had had enough. And just like that, he decided to bench Ellis midway through the season. Boogie even stated, quote unquote, "That was kind of the first time in my whole entire life I really struggled with basketball, so it was time for me to grow." In his very first game of his sophomore season, he dropped 24 points Then he went on to score double-digit figures in 6 of the first 7 games of that season. And as the big games in March rolled around, Boogie rose to the top. He dropped 27 points against number 7th ranked Houston in the American Athletic Conference semifinals. But he wasn't finished because he ended the season dropping 23 points in the NIT championship game. But even with this relatively good finish to that season, he opted to transfer. Not only did he want a little bit more playing time, he wanted to be closer to home. He chose to transfer to the University of Southern California. That new change of scenery really refreshed everything, but also allowed him to build his confidence. Offensively, he was just able to get to his spots whenever he wanted to and played just way more free. Boogie Ellis dished out double-digit points in 11 of the Trojans' 13 games, but also wasn't finished. He had back-to-back 21-point games against Cal and Arizona State. Just when you thought that he may have reached his full potential, he just kept climbing new heights. That season, he played in 33 games and averaged 13 points per contest. He led his team with 3-pointers made, making 56 that season, which allowed him to shoot 38% from 3. Not only was he doing his thing on the offensive side of the ball, Ellis led his team in steals with 27. After the season, he decided to enter his name in the 2022 NBA draft. He just wanted to test the waters to see where his name would be on the draft boards. And so prior to the draft, he made the decision to withdraw his name and return back to college. In his senior season, so far he's been averaging 17 points, 3 assists, and 4 rebounds per game, while shooting 48% from the field and 38% from 3. But he's also been accomplishing being able to get 2 steals a game. And on January 27, 2023, Boogie scored a career high against UCLA. This is where he put up 31 points with 4 rebounds and 6 assists, but also went on to win the game 77-64. And the significant increase that he has made throughout his college career is really giving him a strong case on potentially being a 2023 late 1st to early 2nd round draft pick. Boogie Ellis always stayed down and trusted the process and came in every day with the same approach, and that was to improve. But even when things just weren't seeming like they were going to get any better on the court, he just went and got a fresh start closer to home, and he took full advantage of it, which has no doubt allowed him to thrive.
It's basketball. You're gonna have your highs, you're gonna have your lows, but you always gotta stay right in the middle. So I'm blessed and I'm glad. But it's a blessing for real. You know, I work hard for these moments. I definitely beat myself up. And so you just gotta lock in, stay, don't get complacent, and just keep going forward, keep getting better.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Boogie Ellis story.